What is up? Crypto Keith here with Crypto Living. And today we're going to go over some Bitcoin and crypto news. So what we have in store for today is Overstock's T0 ICO. We're going to talk a little bit about that. Estonia is creating their own national currency or crypto token. We're going to talk about that a little bit. Also, the 2018 goal for blockchain being more of human rights than financial gains. We have an 18-year-old Bitcoin millionaire telling you to give Bitcoin for Christmas. We'll see why that is, if you don't already know, which I'm sure you could assume why. It's a good idea to give Bitcoin for Christmas. We're also going to look into a couple other stories about North Korea ransomware and how certain exchanges are shutting down due to North Korean hacks, supposedly. Also, some SEC regulations, or the Securities Exchange Commission shutting down a cryptocurrency company on the stock exchange and why that is. We're going to look over Bitcoin's price and what the future may hold and why Bitcoin money is moving out of Bitcoin and the reasons we can, see that happening. Also, how Ethereum is potentially going to go mainstream and why this push is happening. So we'll get right into that stuff in just a second. Okay, so first let's start off with the crypto market caps. And you can see I think it was 2 days ago, I was saying that we're going to see pretty soon here this Bitcoin dominance drop below 50%. And, whenever you see things coming, they seem to happen a lot sooner than predicted. I said Bitcoin was going to hit $20,000 US dollars around springtime, and we're already, here. We've already hit that. And I just said that a month ago. So, it's moving very fast. So, what does that mean? That people are moving money out of Bitcoin? Well, Bitcoin's price is not, dropping anything, drastically. The market cap of all cryptocurrencies is growing. So I guess, with all these new ICOs, we have people putting fresh new money into new ICOs, and that, that grows some of the overall crypto token dominance. Whereas Bitcoin, isn't getting a lot of new money. So that's what I suggest is happening there, as well as Bitcoin Cash growing. And I bought some Bitcoin Cash because I know that if Bitcoin goes down, Bitcoin Cash will most likely thrive. And Dash is doing very well, 1,200. It's tempting to sell some Dash, but I'm going to hold on to what I do have, because I don't have extra to sell. Monero nearing 400, Neo $73. I'm gonna buy some of that. I have a mission where I have to find the best token. Someone wants me to invest $1,000 of theirs. I already got them some Bitcoin, but they want me to put it into a token that's gonna rise quickly. So I'm going to have to decide and make a decision of what token I think will be the most short-term gainer here in the next month or two. So I'll share that with you whenever I put the money in. I'll share what I chose with you. Lisk is doing well. If I could say right off the bat right now what I would do, see, it's a hard decision. There's so many good ones, and to make that decision, which one is going to do better than the rest. It's a very hard decision to make. But here are my picks right off the bat. Populous, Lisk, Neo, Monero, EOS, Dash, Cardano. Maybe IOTA. Yeah, definitely IOTA as well. You know, Ripple as well. We're going to see some of these coins grow drastically once they're, you know, some new coins are going to be launched on Coinbase. So Ripple being one of them, Bitcoin Cash being one of them, Dash, I think, being one of them. Monero's definitely one of them. Well, supposed to be one of them. So, yeah. If I could buy one coin right now, it would probably be between EOS and Cardano. Yeah. That's my opinion today. EOS and Cardano are very new, you know, new opportunities. Neo as well is a good opportunity, but it's been around for a little bit longer, and had some points there where it struggled to have gains, right? So we'll see. Bitcoin breaks risks bearish price reversal as altcoins surge. So looking, a lot of, you know, signals and hints tell us it may be getting ready to go down. It has depreciated by 5.3% in today's session and was last seen changing hands at 17,400. 17,400. What the hell? 17,000. They did this wrong. There should not be an extra zero there. I thought I was going crazy. It's them. Okay, so they're saying, meanwhile, Ether and Bitcoin Cash has both hit new all-time highs today. And Ether and Bitcoin Cash are, if I could say, you know, a most consistent, non-risky coin to put my money into. I would say, you know, these are two good coins. But for fast growth, there's probably better coins out there that are going to grow a lot faster and more exponentially than these two. But you never know. Bitcoin Cash, it's hard to predict what's going to happen with that one. So $2,300 and rising Bitcoin Cash eyes gains against Bitcoin. I suggest anybody holding some Bitcoin Cash is a good idea. So again, going into Bitcoin Cash and a technical analysis. So Bitcoin Cash has failed to hold above 261%. Fibonacci extension level $2,327 right here. Right here. The 5-day MA and 10-day MA are curled up in favor of the bulls. The relative strength index shows overbought conditions, but is well short of the high seen in November. Thus, there is enough room for Bitcoin Cash to extend the rally. One second. He's usually fine, I guess. You know, he thought someone was here, my dog. So, Bitcoin is the most crowded investment in the world, according to a widely followed investor survey. The most crowded investment in the world. Most crowded trades. Long Bitcoin, long FANG and BAT, short volatility, long corporate bonds, long banks, long EM, other. So this was a survey. FANG being Facebook, Amazon, Apple, and Netflix. So Bitcoin, we know, has had an amazing year, 2017, overperformed all of the big companies and corporations out there. So here we have a Cointelegraph article. Give Bitcoin this Christmas, says teen Bitcoin millionaire. In the world of cryptocurrencies to date, more than a few millionaires have been made. And in the case of 18-year-old Eric Finman, a $1,000 cash gift from his grandmother turned into over $1 million after he invested it in Bitcoin back in 2011 at $12 a coin. Wow, what a smart kid. And here he's saying, whenever I sell a little bit of Bitcoin or pay for something in Bitcoin, I multiply that price by 10 because that's where I think that Bitcoin's going. Haha, smart. I think it's going to be huge and I think it's going to be incredible. So I try not to take out any. Following a massive bull run since October, Bitcoin hit the $20,000 mark this weekend. I think it's a wonderful time to buy Bitcoin. You can actually buy a fraction of a Bitcoin, buy $100, $50 worth of Bitcoin. It would be a great stocking stuffer. Bitcoin to me is not just an investment. It's not just maybe a get-rich-quick scheme. As a lot of people put it, I see it as the future of currency. I see it as the future of financial system. And I've been investing with, my father's been investing after he's been seeing, the success that I've had in the past 2 years. And he finally decided to invest. And it's actually something that we can bond over and we can both be interested in and, talk about. So that's one other good thing about it, and giving it away for the holidays. It might bring you closer to that person that you gave it to. Because now you will have something in common. You'll both be Bitcoin investors. So investors commit $100 million the first day of funding for Overstock's T0 ICO. And Overstock is having this ICO. This is probably in the venture capital stages right now, where they're funding the actual ICO, I think, or we'll look into that, see if the ICO is running. I don't know if it says on this article, but basically saying T0 is an alternative trading system, ATS, or dark pool that's registered with the Securities and Exchange Commission, or SEC. The trading system grew out of the Medici blockchain fork with online retail giant Overstock, an initiative that dates back to 2014 and is aimed at creating a wholly new kind of trading environment based on blockchain. Due to legal constraints under SEC, regulations for open offerings, Byrne declined to discuss specific bonuses to investors in the sale. He said the largest bonus coupons will accrue to the first $10 million sold, with an attractive bonus to the next $90 million. All investors in the offering will get bonuses of some kind at 3 different tiers. And so they're planning to raise $250 million. But the pre-sale is limited to $100 million, and then remaining $150 million open to all accredited investors. So it won't be just the general public. You will probably have to contribute a minimum or something like that. or have certain credibility as an investor. So it won't be, most likely won't be for the average person. But interesting that they're doing this, and something to take note of. They're saying, we woke up this morning and people have reached for over 100 million, which may mean we get to compress this. Then Estonia inches closer to national cryptocurrency token launch. So the Baltic nation of Estonia is moving closer towards the potential launch of its own crypto token, being the first national cryptocurrency that would be launched. But many other countries are looking into this and maybe doing the same thing to get them out of their current inflationary dollar. But you know, even Jamie Dimon says he supports cryptocurrencies that are backed by fiat, right? And so the more financial institutions in the current system and governments will try to create those types of cryptocurrencies. But there's a couple of options with this one. It's a community token. So, and it has something to do with this e-residency program. So the e-residency program could serve as a basis for how initial coin offerings within the Baltic nation could be conducted. So the e-residency program isn't yet launching the token. They laid out some of the conceptual groundwork in the new blog post, noting the different ways in which the cryptocurrency might be used. They're asking for a lot of support from the community and input in that, and they're listening to that to see how their currency could be shaped, as well as how the e-residency program could serve it. Yeah. Okay. So that being one option. A second use case. This includes reward schemes that pay out in Estacoin, encouraging businesses to adopt the token, and also includes encouraging investors and entrepreneurs to use e-residency as their platform for trusted ICO activity. So Estacoin, and then this e-residency platform. A second use case for the token would be to provide a basis for secure government-issued digital identities. And this is going to definitely be happening very soon and on the blockchain. Who knows, maybe even in an RFID chip, we're all going to have identities implanted into us with our money on there. That's not that far away. Something that was science fiction a few years ago. While identity Estacoins may ultimately need to be bought by users of the e-residency scheme, they would not raise revenue for the nation, but merely contribute to the maintenance of the network. Euro-backed coins. A third and perhaps more controversial option could see the token pegged to the price of the euro. Since the Estacoin proposal was made, we've been carefully reading and listening to feedback from around the world. As a result, we do now have a better understanding of not just how Estacoin could be structured, but also why people would want to hold them. Blockchain's 2018 goal: human rights over financial gains. So, Consensus, where this lady works and works on dApps, decentralized applications, and protocols to enable social innovation via the Ethereum blockchain. She is also the founder of Women in Blockchain New York, a distributed global network building diversity and inclusion. Amazing. We need more women in blockchain. Talking about, you know, exciting year we had in 2017. We saw the rise of new tokens and funds, the largest increase in the global blockchain participant pool we've seen to date, valuation bubbles. In 2018, we need to educate new participants in the blockchain ecosystem, work intentionally on diversity and a representative culture, understand the opportunities as a matter of empowering human rights. In 2017, blockchain leapt into public consciousness by ways of forks, CryptoKitties, and token launches, also referred to as ICOs. And usually we throw these articles and the links in the descriptions if you want to read more. This might be an interesting article I read in depth. Again, the article about the same 18-year-old Finman. I've seen him talk. He's talked on TED Talks. And this article is just about how he made his money. And things like that. So we can throw this down in the links in the description if you're interested in reading it. So here's a Bloomberg article inside the big plan to make Ethereum go mainstream. Cryptocurrencies have exploded in 2017, but while prices are surging, transactions are facing long delays because the networks are flooded with traffic. This is the problem facing the Ethereum network, which along with its digital currency Ether, has quickly become the world's #2 cryptocurrency after Bitcoin. And one man, Vlad Zamfir, has a plan to fix it. This week, Bloomberg's Matthew Leasing and Brad Stone speak to Zamfir about his big dreams for Ethereum and how his project, codenamed Casper, could pave the way for masses of ordinary internet users to join the craze. And this is a podcast that we can also leave a link to in the description. Now we're getting into some North Korea talk here, which we've been covering a little bit recently, and we see there's this huge push, maybe agenda, to make North Korea seem like the enemy in multiple ways, including now blaming them for all the Bitcoin attacks and hacks we have. So US blames Bitcoin ransomware attack WannaCry on North Korea. You know, it's kind of like blaming Bitcoin and blockchain for the drug trade. It's probably a tiny percent of ransomware attacks that are coming from North Korea, but it is convenient and it serves different agendas to blame it on them and blow this out of proportion, right? That's what I'm sensing. The U.S. government has announced it now officially considers North Korea to be behind the WannaCry Bitcoin ransomware cyber attack, which caused billions of dollars in damages earlier this year. The WannaCry was probably created by, it could have been created by North Korea, but I'm not sure about that. But North Korea could have definitely taken it and used it, but who knows if they created it. It's highly doubtful that they did. There's lots of hackers and stuff here, and WannaCry, you know, has a lot to gain by being used. It's not just a political tool. They actually get a lot of Bitcoin with using it. The purpose of it is to get Bitcoin out of the people that they attack or the victims. So the U.S. President's Homeland Security Advisor stated that the administration now publicly attributes the massive WannaCry cyber attack to North Korea. He added that North Korea has acted especially badly, largely unchecked, for more than a decade. See, they want North Korea to join the United Nations, and basically follow their rules. They want to push this one world government, right? And we've known this for a while. And North Korea is the last remaining resistance towards the current structure, basically, right? That the people that haven't joined the club yet, and so they're trying to force them to join the club so that they can manipulate and control them and ultimately profit off them, and just have more security control and basically, you know, see everything they're doing just like they're watching everybody else in the world. So, you know, utilizing their data, having them cooperate and play ball. I don't know what evidence they have for this, but I'll definitely be looking into it. WannaCry infiltrated Windows computers. The NSA, things like that. Well, you know, what does North Korea... So these tools were stolen from the NSA is what they're saying. WannaCry was stolen from the NSA. This is what happens when, you know, our military, our governments are creating weapons. They're going to get into the wrong hands. It's not, you know, North Korea's fault for wanting to profit. But when, you know, people are creating these weapons, it's not North Korea that created it. Microsoft security researchers recently blamed North Korea for the attack using tools stolen from the U.S. National Security Agency. And this has already happened. And sometimes we see that they're given these tools or weapons. I watched a movie last night with Tom Cruise, and it's something about American, and you know, where the CIA was giving guns to different countries and resistance forces to take down the government so that they could step in and rule. Same thing could be happening. They could be giving certain North Koreans this technology just to blame them and then infiltrate and take over the country. We've seen this happen multiple times. It happened with Stuxnet. You know, again, a technology that was stolen, supposedly stolen from our government or the U.S. government. So that's interesting. You know, supposedly they have South Korea as their source. In the last little bit of research we did, it was South Korea that was the source for this information.
We believe it's significant because the U.S. government doesn't take these attribution cases lightly. We had been tracking this early on. We certainly agree with the U.S. government, but I think it highlights the capabilities that North Korea that are dealing with Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies.
You mentioned Bitcoin, and that's where I was going to go next. WannaCry's ransom mechanism was set up so that in order to get your files back, you had to pay in Bitcoin. Should we expect or assume that North Korea is holding some huge hoard of Bitcoin then that has gone up?
Sorry, I'll read that again. Cybersecurity CEO, absolutely reason to believe North Korea is amassing Bitcoin, likely to fund cyber attacks. Where is this information coming from is the question. It's just people telling other people, taking their word for it. It seems like there's no real proof of this. Bitcoin exchange Ubit to declare bankruptcy after hack. South Korean Bitcoin exchange is moving to declare bankruptcy following what is said was a debilitating hack and theft. Message on Ubit's official website posted today states that around 4:34 a.m. local time, an external hack resulted in the loss of about 70% of total assets. And this is why last night I had this feeling, and I was trying to move some money out of my Poloniex exchange into my Ledger wallet, and I thought overnight, you know, something could happen, this could be hacked, and my money's gone, because, you know, they would have shut down shop, and probably nobody's getting their money at this point until they sort out how, they're going to distribute this debt or loss. Probably all of the users are going to take it on. Who knows if they just shut down like Mt. Gox, or kind of do what Bitconnect did, and it seems like they're just going to shut down. See, as a result of today's attack, Ubit said that it has halted deposits and withdrawals. According to Reuters, investigators have begun looking into the situation. So, trying to again say that this is most likely North Korea doing this. See, South Korea suspects that North Korea is behind additional attacks against domestic cryptocurrency exchanges, including market leader Bithumb.
Obviously, there is no trading because the shares have been suspended from trading by regulators at.
SEC suspects trading and crypto small cap that has surged as a part of Bitcoin mania. Basically, this is a company on the stock exchange that invests in cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin among other things, called the Crypto Co. It has raised 2,700% this month, and this is the reason that they are, took it down for a little bit and are looking in to see if the numbers are accurate or if there's any manipulation going on. It's most likely just, when we have these high growth, seems like the government doesn't believe it and they want to shut everything down. Here in Canada, once Bitcoin hit around, it was about 17,000 US when it was about 22,000 Canadian. So when it hit that 22,000 Canadian, a lot of our banks shut down and stopped dealing with their the exchanges that exchange Canadian dollar into Bitcoin. So there's currently only one bank that these exchanges can go to do wire transfers and things like that, and it was just due to the growth in price, nothing else. They seem like if it's doing well, there must be something illegal going on, something like that, right? The questions have also arisen concerning potentially manipulative transactions in the company's stocks in November 2017, the release said. And that's about all for today, guys. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Have a great day.
Just go take a break.